If you really want to understand how embedded racism is into our system, then I need you to be aware of this statistic. The CDC found that Black women with a college degree or higher have a higher risk of pregnancy-related death than white women who never finished high school. So not white women with the same education level, white women with less education. So please sit with that for a second, because when racist people want to explain racial disparities in healthcare outcomes, one of the first explanations that they reach for is poverty. They'll say, well, maybe Black women have worse outcomes because they're more likely to be poor. Or they'll point to education and say, well, maybe it's because they're less educated and have less access to information. But this statistic literally forces people to pause and use their brains, because if poverty and education were the entire explanation, then the disparity would completely disappear when we compare women on equal footing. But yet it doesn't at all. In fact, when the Black woman has the higher level of education and higher income, she can still experience worse outcomes. She's more likely to. And that is why conversations about racism in medicine cannot begin and end with income and education. And that's why the story of Serena Williams is so important. If you don't know, Serena Williams is one of the most famous athletes in the world. She has wealth, she has access to elite healthcare, she knows her medical history, and she recognized the symptoms of a pulmonary embolism after giving birth and told healthcare providers what was happening. And initially, she was not taken seriously. So thankfully, Serena Williams survived. But if someone with Serena Williams' status, knowledge, resources, and visibility can struggle to have her concerns heard, then we should all be asking ourselves a very uncomfortable question. What happens to Black women and girls who don't have Serena Williams' wealth? What happens to the women who don't have her platform? What happens to the women whose stories will never make it to the news? Like, what happens? That should frighten everyone, and everyone should be caring about that.